What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ghostface. Kayo reacts. My first video reacting. Inspired by DJ Ghost. Shout out to him. I'm a beginner reactor. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna have fun, do what it do, see what the fuck the world got going on and shit, and that's just how it go. Man, let me tell you this, man. You got to have hope. Got to keep up. Mind over matter, man. Your mind is the strongest thing. Can't let nobody take you down to nothing. I know I look crazy as hell right now, but it just be like that. But anyway, let's get on with this reaction video.
A firefighter in the back of a police cruiser. How'd he end up in handcuffs? He says he was just doing his job.
We're done, sir. I had it.
Now, let me tell you, I don't even make no sense. How bro get in handcuffs and he a firefighter? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense, y'all. Like, that shit is crazy. I ain't even bullshitting with you right now. Crazy.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Usually, heroes get rewarded for what they do. But sadly, these heroes get arrested by the police instead. And the reasons why are insane. Here are some instances where heroes ended up in jail. Starting with this hero who tried to save the victim of a fatal shooting.
Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat.
On October 9th, 2020, Joseph Garces, a retired firefighter, was driving his Jeep in Santa Paula, California, when he spotted a shooting victim named Samir Salgado lying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw him. I'm a retired firefighter.
He got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here.
Bro, I swear, if these officers, bro, these are retarded, bro. Like, if these officers really just about to arrest bro for trying to help somebody out, bro, this is exactly why officers don't get the credit they get today, because they be doing dumb shit before they even like figure out what's going down, bro. Like, they're some dummies, bro.
Like, come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw him. I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
I'm not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garces, you gotta relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem. Yeah.
So I said we appreciate your being involved. Okay. We're just running.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
And that's your vehicle.
Yeah, I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, has he been shot? She said, yeah, as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay. Did you see anybody running, anybody leaving the area, anything?
Not a thing.
Garces gave his witness testimony to the officer, which was a polite and respectful interaction. However, things took a turn for the worse when Detective Rivera from the Santa Paula Police arrived and began to adopt a condescending attitude.
Get this guy out of here. Sir. He's a witness.
What the?
Relax. Okay?
We appreciate it.
Huh?
So I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him, so step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
Over here.
You. I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene. Get out of my crime scene.
What are you going to do to me?
Get out of my crime scene. I'm gonna make you next time.
He's one of those type of detectives that, yeah, he's one of those dickhead detectives. He letting the power go to his head. He one of those, oh, get out of here type shit. Oh, get out of here, whatever, bro. Bro ain't trying to help this man keep his life. You sitting here arguing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, do your job. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to do all that. Bro could be dead right now. Especially if they ain't, you know what I'm saying? If he's still right there while they at the crime scene. Like, bro, cops is fucking retarded.
Get out of my crime scene. Come with me, Mr. Garces. Mr. Garces.
That's my
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
No wonder people don't give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And I worked with you for 27 years. When do I get my car back then? Hey, thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
You have to stay back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. I don't know who you're.
Oh yeah, so now you're gonna come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him. I need you to back up.
Come here.
No,
I got it. Come here.
No,
You need to take it down a notch.
You can take it down a notch. Somebody here's not controlling themselves into you.
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, don't be a
You want
hypocrite.
to talk like adults? I'll let you go.
Okay,
You want to talk like
did you
adults?
start talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do
do
you
my
see
job?
what you're doing wrong?
If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to go for 148 if you have a badge?
It's so
Do you have a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I do.
retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep
He got his dumb ass. He said his sergeants don't know how to do their job. He got him, bro. That's why he talking about take him. Nah, nigga, you know what she said. He talking about, oh, just because none of my sergeants, bro, look what he said, bro. Look what he said, bro.
Just because
sergeants on patrol don't know
sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep saying, but you won't listen.
We're adding your Jeep.
Hey, you will see it when you look
Do
at
you
the
want
fucking
your car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Okay. Sink him. Sink him in this car right here. 64. What's your first name?
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Garces was detained in the back of the police car for nearly 15 minutes before the detective finally released him. As a result of this incident, Garces got a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, injuries that needed surgical intervention to fix. Afterwards, Garces took legal action against Detective Rivera and the city of Santa Paula, of which they ended up reaching a settlement out of court. Even though Garces got monetary compensation,
See, now he about to get money because his stupid detective want to do what stupid detectives do. With all that power, that's his fault. Pay that man, let him live his life, give him money, get the hell on.
he would be hesitant to help someone again in the future. However, things turned out even worse for the next hero who would end up regretting his brave actions forever.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
On June 27, 2023, Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman, were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper
I'm recording, Smirk. I'm recording. Chill. Play your game. Well,
threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. I disarmed him.
Who has the gun?
I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there, and I want you to put that...
Someone pulled...
Forcing him to the ground, threatened congressman. Were out. Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman, were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun. Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. I disarmed him.
Who has the gun?
I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there, and I want you to put that gun on the ground.
they would have seen it was hollow points. Oh, they really would have smashed. They would have. Yeah, but they was gonna smash that nigga like a hamburger, bro. he was gonna be dead.
Okay, do not have it in your hand when they pull up.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Okay, tell them the gun's here and point to the ground, but keep your hands to where they can see them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Where did that come from? It came from him bleeding from the head. The guy bleeding from the head? Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Okay, do you think people ever lie to the police? Is it possible?
I could have got shot today.
Yep, me too. That's my job.
I was in the military for 6 years. I think I know that.
Congratulations,
I was
sir.
in Afghanistan. I know exactly what danger is. If I'm not armed, if you want to test me or frisk me or whatever?
You're fine. Just don't move, and then there's no need to with that. Don't go reaching in your pocket, man. You just
Get away and get thrown on the ground. Don't be stupid.
I understand completely. You're not exactly being cooperative either.
I'm putting him in my car.
Sure. Did I do something wrong?
I don't know what's going on. We're trying to detain you to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong or no? I mean, you guys wouldn't even be out here if I didn't call you.
Look at it this way, man. Anytime we show up on a call, we have to do what we can for safety reasons until we can safely ask everybody questions. We got one guy with a gun, one guy bleeding, so we detain, and we wait till everything calms down, then we start asking questions and kind of figure out what happens in the scenario, just so you know why you're sitting back here.
No, I have no idea why I'm sitting back here. It doesn't explain anything.
Matt, step out now.
Yes, sir.
I had it under control, I feel like.
You had what under control?
The whole situation. I had him on the ground, had him taken care of until the ambulance. I had it disarmed. And what else did you guys do?
All I'm told is that you're the last one to have the gun. You started touching your pockets and everything. I asked you not to, and you're like, hey, I'm the hero, or whatever you were saying.
Okay, sorry, sir. I see your perspective.
Matt got arrested and was later charged with felony possession of a firearm. Later, both the police chief and Matt spoke to the media and explained what happened that day and the unjust reasons behind his wrongful arrest.
In your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that comment. I think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed, where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
I asked over and over and over again, what am I being arrested for? And Officer O'Brien said, he has rights too.
The gunman has rights.
The gunman has rights too. He was restrained and you hit him while he was restrained, and that's why you're going to jail. And I was like, he's never been restrained. He's not restrained.
How long were you in jail?
About 35 hours.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night.
Exactly.
You go to jail.
Exactly.
He isn't arrested till the next month.
No, and he's giving his gun back. They're going to see this when they run my plate, that I've been arrested.
Gun back, bro, and they gave him his gun. Nick, I didn't even, bro, they gave him his gun back, bro. The nigga that was trying to do the whole horn, bro, did not get arrested till the next month later and gave him his gun back. Bro, what state is this? What state is this now? I need to know what state this is now, because I ain't never heard a nigga getting arrested and then they found out the nigga is a shooter and the other nigga was a person that's trying to save people, whatever, and that nigga gets arrested. But then the other niggas end up getting arrested the next month later. And then they give him his gun back whenever he get, bro, what the
Arrested before.
For a gun-related charge.
For a gun-related charge, right. And they're going to think in their head,
fucking law is stupid.
Oh, this guy just had a good lawyer. He got off it.
The district attorney dropped all charges against Matt Solon, saying he acted in self-defense. However, by then, the damage had already been done. If you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit the like button. A patrol officer arrested Chula Vista firefighter Jacob Gregoire. The Chula Vista firefighters were providing medical aid to victims of a rollover car accident while using their fire trucks to block the road to keep everyone safe when an officer told them to move their trucks, warning them if they didn't, they'd get arrested. Jacob chose to stay, insisting he had a responsibility to the victim and couldn't just leave them.
Okay, I don't have time for a cell phone. This is ridiculous. CHP is arresting Engineer Gregoire for where he spotted the fire engine.
It's unbelievable you have to do this. It's unbelievable you guys have to treat us like this. We're on the road trying to help you guys. We asked you to clear the road and you said no and you'll get arrested.
That bro is in the whole fire uniform.
We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial. Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first. But in the next case, another hero faced serious consequences for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're done. No, we're done, sir. Hey, we're done, sir. I had administrative.
On July 26, 2017, police officers from the Salt Lake City Police Department went to the University of Utah Hospital to take a blood sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car chase collided with his vehicle. Involved in an accident went to the University of Utah Hospital to take a blood sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car chase collided with his vehicle, causing it to explode. This resulted in several injuries and burns, leaving the victim in a coma. When the officers got there, the nurse in charge, Alex Wubbles, stopped them from taking a blood sample, and the ensuing interaction quickly descended into chaos.
So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. And Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest, and neither of those things. The patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Is that? Am I fair to surmise that?
The nurse stopped the officers from getting a blood sample from the unconscious patient, citing it was against hospital policy and legal regulations. It was unsurprising that the officers failed to meet the necessary requirements. Their motive for seeking the blood sample was questionable. They sought to determine if the victim had consumed any drugs or alcohol, potentially to justify the car crash, as police regulations strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives, a protocol the officers seem to have neglected, resulting in the crash.
So I'm like, yeah, that shit got me like, what?
I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing me. Why are you blaming the messenger?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening to hurt yet.
Frustrated about not having his way, the officer did something really shocking.
Okay.
Oh, please.
No, we're done. No, we're done, sir.
Hey,
we're done, sir. I had administrative.
seriously. Hey.
She just trying to tell nigga rules and regulations and legal policies, bro. This nigga getting mad just because you got power, nigga. You getting mad at a like, come on, bro. You look like you been 70 years old and you sitting there getting mad like you a 30-year-old trying to drag somebody out the hospital. Like what? Man, I guarantee you after that his ass gonna go to the hospital saying his back hurt.
Detective Jeff Payne, who was later identified as the officer in question, forcefully grabbed the nurse, slamming her against the wall and handcuffing her simply because she chose to follow the law and protect her patient's rights. Soon after, Detective Payne's boss, Lieutenant James Tracy, came to the scene and began to pressure and manipulate the nurse into complying with their demands to give them the blood sample.
Okay, the problem is this, okay? You're telling me what your policy is, and I appreciate that you have a policy. No, I know.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm being told what to do and what I've been told.
And what I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now, I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are civil, if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just listen to him.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right? So there's civil remedies if we make a mistake. What I'm telling you is, we are not making mistakes, okay? I've done this for you. What I'm telling you.
The nigga trying to, it's 8:04, is that in the morning or is that in the daytime? I mean, in the nighttime.
You is, we are not making it. Okay? I've done this for 22 plus years. I know what the law is when it comes to search and seizure. All right? And what you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing justice. Okay?
These two officers clearly have serious ego issues. The nurse was eventually released and later agreed to a $500,000 settlement with Salt Lake City and the University of Utah over the incident. Detective Jeff Payne was subsequently terminated from his position, and Lieutenant Tracy
Should have been fired and taken in, both of them trying to manipulate a nurse, trying to make them break their own regulations and policies. Crazy as hell, man. Shit crazy, man. Yeah, man. I guess I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. It's Ghostface KO 400, man. I'm gonna see y'all next time.